do with them?
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most heartbreaking Euphoria moments.
You think I want this? You live in the same house and you don't even say one word to each other!
For this list, we'll be looking at the scenes from season 1 and 2 of this teen drama that make us cry every time. Our video contains spoilers, so this is your official warning. Which of our picks made you reach for the tissues? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Cassie's dad comes home.
The number you texted me from. Can I call you?
The show takes a non-chronological approach to storytelling, and some of the most heartbreaking moments are flashbacks to a character's past. Cassie's backstory contextualizes her relationship with men and reveals her family's history of depression and addiction. After a car accident lands him in the hospital, Cassie's dad Gus becomes dependent on opioids. Cassie maintains contact with her father as he descends into poverty, although he grows increasingly less responsive.
Even though she was excited to see him and wanted to hug him, there was something about the whole thing that scared her.
He gets in touch with Cassie one final time so he can rob their family home.
He said he needed a few things and made her promise that she wouldn't tell a soul.
From daddy's girl to abandoned daughter, Cassie's sense of self as it relates to men is challenged by her distant father. Without his support during her pubescent years, Cassie learns to find validation from men in different ways. Number 9. Leslie, Gia, Jules, and Elliot stage an intervention.
I'm talking about opiates. I'm not doing opiates, Mom.
When did you start doing pills?
I did. Gia.
Season 2, Episode 5 begins with a painful 10-plus minute sequence showing Rue's loved ones confronting her about her addiction. The scene feels different from past depictions of Rue fighting with her family, which often take place during a montage. Here, the action plays chronologically.
Where did you put it? Where'd you put my pills, Mom?
It was creator Sam Levinson's intention that the audience see Rue the way her family sees her, without music or cinematic flair.
You're not a good person, Rue.
When it's revealed that Jules and Elliot are also present, the betrayal Rue feels is evident on her face.
Oh, okay.
She turns against her friends and demonstrates that she will hurt anybody.
I love you.
No, you don't. Stop saying that! You don't love me!
In the end, her family attempts to take her somewhere to get help, but unwilling to cooperate, Rue runs away.
Can't do this. I'm sorry, Mom, I can't do this.
Number 8. Fezco couldn't save his grandma. While the audience is familiar with Rue's dealer Fezco from the pilot episode, it's not until season 2 that the fan favorite's backstory is revealed.
I just spoke to your daddy. You're gonna come live with Grandma now.
Fezco's life is troubled from an early age, and he's forced to grow up quickly. His most reliable parental figure is his glamorous yet violent drug-dealing grandmother Marie.
He didn't really know much about his mom. His grandma never really liked to talk about her, except to occasionally say,
Your mama had a pure heart. But your daddy always took advantage of that.
She begins calling Fezco her partner while he's still just a child, grooming him to eventually become the town dealer.
Fezco liked that she didn't treat him like a kid.
One day, she collapses and is in need of medical assistance. Unwilling to call first responders to the house, young Fez drives his grandmother to the hospital.
Is she going to be okay?
Every second counts.
She never fully recovers from her coma, and even though we don't blame Fezco, he seems to blame himself. Number 7. Jules leaves Rue at the train station. On one hand, we want Rue and Jules to give in to their romantic passion and get on the train in the season 1 finale.
Jules, I just realized that I didn't bring my medication. We can get medication, like, everywhere.
Their escape together would represent freedom from the difficulties of real life, whether that be Rue's addiction or Jules's intrusive thoughts. However, running away from life's problems does not solve them. Despite it originally being her idea, Rue has a moment of clarity and realizes that leaving might hurt her family more than they already have been hurt.
Rue, it's not that far, and, like, we're good. We can call.
Okay, what am I gonna tell Gia, though?
In the end, she chooses responsibility over fantasy.
We're good. Come on. It's gonna be amazing. Rue!
Jules, however, is still looking to escape her own demons and decides to follow through on the plan, alone. Rue watches from the platform as her best friend and crush leaves her behind. Number 6. Nate has a breakdown.
You may have won the game, but you lost control of the team. And in the long run, if you don't lead, you're gonna lose.
The show excels at helping audiences find empathy for flawed characters, even when their mistakes seem unforgivable. That's why our hearts break for the violent and manipulative Nate after an altercation with his dad.
You need to take a step back, Nate. I said take a step back.
Cal's affairs are secrets that impact Nate's perception of gender and sexuality, ever since he discovers his dad's stash as a child.
When Nate Jacobs was 11 years old, he found his dad's porn collection.
In response, Nate develops a need to control the indicators of his own masculinity, whether that be his body, football team, or girlfriend. As a young man, Nate attempts to prove his dominance to his father. However, Cal responds by wrestling his son to the ground. Nate catches a glimpse of the two of them in the mirror and breaks down. Number 5. Rue embraces her dad. Rue's battle with drugs can be tied to her father's battle with cancer. She's only 13 when she first tries the oxycodone prescribed to Robert.
What do these feel like?
The absolute worst.
After he passes away, Rue tries in any way she can to feel close to him again. During one trip, Rue hallucinates the church where her NA meetings take place.
I'm sure this world is done with me.
Her loved ones are seated in the pews, and Euphoria composer Labyrinth is singing by the altar wearing maroon. His voice represents Rue's addiction, and the color he wears represents her dad. Simultaneously, Rue imagines dancing with Robert. While she struggles, Rue is not a good friend, sister, or daughter. But in her state, Rue embraces her father figure and is reminded that she is a good person.
Lord, you know I'm tired.
Number 4. Rue yells at Fezco.
Who is it?
It's me. Open the door.
As we saw during her intervention, Rue has the tendency to lash out towards the people she loves when her access to drugs is threatened. After a dangerous encounter with his supplier, Fezco, as Rue's friend, makes the decision not to sell to her.
Not today, Rue. Sorry.
Come on, man. Don't be a dick.
Nah, I'm serious. Can't come in.
Fez considers Rue his family, and making a sale isn't as important as making sure she's safe. Rue's response is brutal.
So open the goddamn door! Open the door!
I can't do it.
Open
Rue,
the door!
sorry.
Open the door!
Fez listens through the door as she insults, begs, and guilts him. She reduces her friend to his worst attributes, which is ironic since at the moment Rue has become her own worst self. It's the first time the audience sees just how cruel Rue can become in her pursuit of drugs. Number 3. Ashtray is killed by the police.
He's down!
With absent parents and a grandmother in a coma, Ashtray and Fezco only have each other. Like his pseudo-older brother, Ashtray is forced to grow up quickly. He solves problems with violence and sometimes acts irrationally. When Ash takes the life of their acquaintance Custer just before a SWAT team raids their home, Fezco wants to take the blame for his little brother.
They gonna come in here, they gonna find me with the knife in my hand.
Instead, Ashtray locks himself in the bathroom, armed to the teeth. Fez tries to defend Ash even as the police begin clearing the house. Instead, a shootout begins, and Fez is hit in the crossfire. In the end, the two brothers are looking at one another when the last bullet is fired at Ashtray. Number 2. Rue relapses.
Jules, I don't think this is a good idea.
Although Rue makes the mature decision by not running away with Jules in the season 1 finale, the heartbreak of watching her leave is enough to send Rue into relapse. Her descent back into addiction takes musical form with a reworked version of Labyrinth's All For Us, featuring Zendaya on vocals. The scene evokes both relief and fear. It's revealed that the sweatshirt Rue is often seen wearing once belonged to her father. As the choreography pulls her through the house and out the front door, a gospel choir and marching band dressed in the same maroon as Rue's sweatshirt appear to accompany her.
I hope one day you come back to remind me of who I was when I go disappear.
The colors surrounding Rue in her heightened state represents her father's presence, something she only feels when she's using. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Rue and Ali fight. Ali knows what's in the suitcase and Rue lashes out.
Excuse me? Excuse me? When I sit across from you and tell you something about my life, you didn't get to use that shit against me. You cross that line again, we're done.
Rue gaslights Gia. Welcome to Rue's masterclass in manipulation.
Bro, I love you. So please, just promise me it's just gonna be weed and nothing more. I promise.
Cal gets kicked out of the bar. While reliving the glory days, Cal drinks a few too many.
You can't do this to me, man! Hey!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Rue speaks at her dad's wake.
You told me that if I ever wanted to be with you, all I would have to do is close my eyes. And we'd be together.
While brief clips are included throughout the second season, the finale finally shows Rue's speech at her father's wake in its entirety. Years younger than her present-day self, Rue is barely more than a child when she addresses her friends and family about losing her dad. She indicates to her audience that she considers Robert's passing a defining moment, comparing it to a movie.
What if the reason it felt like a movie was because I wanted to believe that losing you is a part of a larger story?
While not on the big screen, Rue's monologue is depicted on TV and on stage. As television viewers, the flashback reveals to us just how much Robert's death disrupts his daughter's life. As an observer of Lexi's stage production, the retelling of her own life story from someone else's point of view offers Rue a hopeful new perspective.
I miss you, Dad. I miss you until I close my eyes.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.